YouTube? It's Will back here, and this is gonna be a very different video from anything I have put on my channel. You wanna know why? Because I am not going to curse. Crazy, right? I am not going to curse this video because I need to make sure that somebody sees this. Which, honestly, if I don't curse or if I do curse, it's not going to guarantee it, but I'm going to give myself the best possible chance at this. So if you're a kid that is watching this, you're welcome. But if you have watched the last couple videos that I put out, I've been talking about 2K a lot, and not in a very positive way at all. And it's not going to get any worse than this. I found something that is just as bad as the gameplay itself. And this isn't even in the game. This is from somebody that works on the game. So right now, at the time that I'm recording this, it is 4:20 in the morning, and I should be waking up for class in a couple hours. But I had to talk about this. I was on Twitter a couple hours ago, and I sent a tweet from the main man himself, Mike Wang. And I'm gonna put the tweet on the screen for you all to read along with me, because this is crazy. I just want to talk about it. Okay, so check it out. He says, recent hotfix went into fix the easy special delivery team takes and slightly nerfed to contact dunks. Let me know if further changes are needed. Looking into post hook exploits, fading threes, and OP blinders badge. Any other badges need adjusting. So you're thinking, hey, good job, Mike Wang. You finally start to address some of the issues that we have with 2K. Okay, cool. So let's keep going. So I'm like, okay, let me look and see the comments, because honestly, the tweet itself is not where the real good information is at. It's the comment section. So I look at some of the comments that people are putting, and that's a whole nother thing that I can talk about, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stay on topic. And I seen comments, and he was responding to a couple of them and talking about, for example, this one: initial fade fix will come via patch, but after that it will be possible to adjust independently without affecting other shot types. With hotfixes, we'll be looking for feedback until almost everyone is happy, whatever that means. Okay, cool. Then he says it'll tighten up by early next week in regards to nerfing charges. That was the tweet that he was responding to. And this last one caught me. So I'm gonna read both tweets. I didn't read the first one, but I'm gonna read the third one because this is about the same topic. He's talking about contact dunks. He says, contact dunks are way too common. You literally get dragged into it. Maybe add contact blocks if you know what I mean. Mike Wayne replies, agreed. It's in the plans for 2K22. So, what is my real issue with all this stuff? That's a lot of information to take in. Not really, but it really made me feel some type of way about that type of conversation. Let's start from the top. So rewind back to recent hotfixes, talking about fades, OP blinders badge, exploitation of post hooks, slightly nerfing contact dunks, and the special delivery. This is one of the biggest issues that I have with 2K. They do not communicate anything to us, and then they post random hotfixes that the game doesn't actually tell you it's a hotfix. So they post random hotfixes in the game about who knows what. Then it takes Mike Wayne to let you know that something is getting nerfed or something got changed. Like a week later on Twitter, in the wee hours. It's 4:25 right now. This was 3 hours ago. 3 hours. Someone has to read this at 1 in the morning. I don't know where he is right now, but I'm reading this at 1 in the morning, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be other YouTubers who make videos about this, but they're probably either playing the game or sleep. And you have to hope that you can catch this on your feed just for you to find out that something got patched a week ago. I don't understand why it can't just be a formal notice about what got fixed in the game. There is never any communication from them to us directly in the game or on social media about anything that gets fixed in the game that is small or large. It took them 3 years to just decide to do patch notes, and then when they did it, it wasn't even good. They gave us patch notes describing gameplay improvements by saying gameplay improvements. I don't know how more redundant that can be and how little information you get from that, but there is literally no communication between them and us that tells us anything that is done in the game, and it's obvious. Never anything. I had to look at this at 1 o'clock in the morning to know something that I knew a week ago because YouTubers told us. How come the YouTubers know this but the whole community doesn't? Doesn't make sense. That literally makes no sense, because what if I don't know that the game had a hotfix like this? It doesn't matter what it is. It can be special delivery. It can be a slight fix to the phase, which people still do. It can be whatever the fix is. It should not be on the YouTubers to tell us like they have top secret information and they have it before everybody, unless they have like an inside source. But then it's like, this should be information that they tell us within a timely manner. You want to do the hotfix on a Tuesday? You tell us on a Saturday. You tell us on a Sunday. You tell us the day of. You know, it's that simple. He talks about post-hook exploits. I have not seen this, so I don't know where this is coming from. This is back in 20. This is back in 20, so I don't know if they're trying to fix something back in 20, but I have not seen anyone do a post-hook exploit in the game yet. Whatever. Fading threes. We know this is a big, huge problem in the game. They are really consistent. There is no real level of difficulty to it unless you, like, if you know your shot, you're gonna green. There's no real skill gap between a standing three and a fading three. So I understand that this needs to be changed. Good. This is what we've been waiting for. And the OP blinders badge. I hate the blinders badge. I do. It benefits people who play with the screen at the top, who want to 5 out curry slide cheese. It literally promotes you to do it because it will always be in effect as long as that person is to the side of you on your hip. And honestly, if you're behind them, you're done anyway. It is really frustrating to know that a badge was created to literally accompany the curry slide 5 out cheese that everyone does. It is crazy to think that a badge was created like that. So now you have to tone it down a little bit. Cool, whatever. I'm not tripping about that. Didn't see a slight nerf in contact dunks. You still get dunked on all the time. And the real problem is the stuff that he says. Okay, cool. But the real problem is that there has not been any talk about a patch. And then when I looked at the tweets and went down in the comments, he talks about fades coming up in the patch as a fix, but doesn't say the timetable, doesn't say any other thing that the patch is gonna include. I don't understand that. Just make a formal tweet, a formal list of all the things that we need fixed in the game, because honestly, this is not the half of what needs to get fixed in this game. I'm gonna give you all the list of all the things that need to get fixed in this game. So if you want to stick around for that, then go ahead. because you might agree with some of the things that I'm going to say. And if you don't, if you want to stick around, I perfectly understand. But this video is supposed to be me frustrated, 1. And 2, I want you all to really understand the way that I feel about this game and the way that we as a community and as a team with them interact with each other, because this makes no sense. So, in no particular order, we know post-fade, we know fades need to get fixed. Cool. You said the post hook, Mike Wang. Okay, cool. You said the contact dunks. Okay, cool. You said the OP blinders badge. Okay, cool. Charges. Cool. Crashing? No. Nothing about crashing. Nothing about randomly freezing on and offline and getting dashboarded and having to restart your game. Nothing about that. Nothing about your files getting corrupted out of absolutely nowhere, but then your files are actually corrupted, but you literally can't load into my career. You having to clear your reserve data, reset your settings, reset all of your animations. Nothing about that. Nothing about people quitting to save their rep. Nothing about the AIs in Rec that are literal bums. Nothing about all of the cheese in the game, which includes curry sliding, the move that literal everybody wants to use because it is the most OP move that I have ever seen in 2K. You can't even get in contact with the person that is doing the curry slide, and if you are lucky enough to, then that means the pick is coming, and you know what that means. Pick dodger not working to counter that. The overpriced things that you have to use to buy in 2K, nothing about that. Nothing about having to spend $10,000 on a shoe that's custom, that's with your shoe deal. Nothing about that. Nothing about the fact that people literally do the exact same stuff because there are either lack of animations or everybody just wants to win and there is no other thing that really works for them because all the rest of the stuff makes you miss. Nothing about the curry layups that make you miss. Nothing about the missed dunks and the missed oops when there is no one near you. Nothing about the flailing that you do when you go for a oop and you miss it because somebody shot the ball in the mirror. Nothing about that. Nothing about that. That is crazy to me. Crazy. And I'm honestly probably not even, you know what? I got more for you. You not being able to play all-star team up. When you do play somebody online in a quick match, you can't pick your jerseys. You have to pick the opposite team that you want. If I'm playing home and that person is away, I have to pick their team as my team and their team and my team as their team. Nothing about that? Huh? Like I was going to say before I thought of more stuff. It is insane that there are so many things wrong with this game, and for them to have promised us so much. And I am honestly probably not even scratching the surface when talking about what game errors and bugs and glitches that are in the game. I know I'm forgetting probably 3 to 5. And he decides to post something about all this stuff at 1 in the morning or wherever time he is at, and there's no formal indication of when this stuff will happen, when this stuff did happen, and when a huge patch is going to be coming, because this game needs it. This game needs it. I have never played a video game that has made me physically sick and has constantly given me headaches. But this one. This is the only game that this is happening in. Only game. I've gotten sick from games because of motion blur. I've gotten sick of games because of the amount of movement. But I literally get sick because of this game, because it is frustrating beyond belief. It defies the logic of basketball, and then the community is toxic and uses the exact same moves to win their games, the exact same strategy, the exact same formula, because 2K does not let you do anything else. It is beyond belief. And I question my sanity sometimes, because I am the crazy one for coming back to this game day in and day out to play and frustrate myself. I literally have 3 bills that I pay money for because you can't pick anything else without putting money into it. And I constantly play this game asking the same question over and over and over again. Because of stuff like this that I have showed you. Because of stuff like this. Because of stuff that I experienced throughout the game with the community. And the one thing that I always ask myself because of all that stuff, and I'm sure that all of you have at least asked yourself this at one point in time: why do I still play this game? And the question might have different answers for everybody, but for me, I don't know. I just don't know.